Counter sectors are advanced combinations where we counter each other. So obviously, in the beginning, when you start boxing, it's kind of basic striking mechanics, then you learn how to block, then you kind of learn how to block and fire back. With these more advanced combinations, what's happening is he's initiating, I'm countering, and then he's countering my counter. So this is more like sparring, it's more useful for actual fighting and sparring. So we'll just do counter sector 1 if you're not familiar with it. He's edge on a little bit, gives me the 1-2. I jab him back and slip, throws across, I hook, he rolls, cross. Now the idea is, when he slips and crosses me, I'm going to kind of shoulder roll and try and wing this hook at his head, or I get hit by the cross and I'm not fully out and I just try and swing that hook, or I slip his cross and then I'm trying to hook him in the head. So one of 3 things might happen. He might cross me and I might shoulder roll and then left hook him. He might hit me, but I'm not kind of down. Or maybe like, it's a glancing shot, it slims off my head, and then I'm throwing the left hook. Or I'm good and I slip his cross and then come back with the left hook. So those 3 things can happen and will happen at a high level. He's got to be ready for that. So he's going to roll underneath. Gives me the 1-2, cross, roll underneath, cross, and then he's back in again. So look at the combination. Gives me the jab cross, I jab him back and slip and crosses, I hook and then cross. So he's countering me, and then I'm countering him, and he's countering my counter, which is why this is advanced pad work. Cross, roll, cross. See how he's angling off on that roll as well? That's good. Keeps him away from my right hand. Makes me set my feet to follow him. Again, please, mate. Elbows down. Hey, John. 1-2. Slip, cross, roll, cross. And then he could triple jab, of course, to finish. So, that's counter sector 1. He's countering my counter. Counter sector 2 is he gives me a jab cross. He slips and jabs at the same time. Bang! Now, my left hand is already out because I've tried to jab him, and he's countered by punching me on the nose. So I won't be able to use my left hand, but if I've slipped this, or it's hit my shoulder, or I've eaten it, my right cross is going to be my next one. He's going to roll to the inside of this, and then look, hook, boom, as I come out, okay? So, the slip and counter is probably the easiest counter to do. Slip and counter, bang. Because all you have to do is move your head off centre line and put your lead arm out. But you can't assume that that jab is going to stop me. It's going to make me pause for a split second if it lands. But what if it doesn't? I'm going to be throwing that cross at you. You've got to be ready to roll underneath. So that's the counter sector. It's counter to my counter. 1-2. Roll. Good. And then back to stance. Cover. Nice movement. Footwork. So the 1-2 makes me angry. I go after him. He jabs me at the same time. Pause at this point. So he's hit me in the head. Right, so he's either hit me in the head and I've just eaten it and gone, I'm throwing this anyway. Or he's jabbed me and maybe it's hit my shoulder and I'm going to throw over the top. Or maybe I just slipped it totally. Give me the 1-2 and jab. So I've slipped. So now it's who gets the cross pass this, which would be me, but he's ready for it. So this is training him to be ready at any point during his follow-up combination. Because if you don't train them like this and they expect their follow-up 6-part combination to work perfectly and then they get hit by like a winging punch or a phantom punch, it's because they weren't trained to be aware that during their counters they can be countered as well. So 1-2, slip and jab, roll underneath, and again, 1-2, slip jab, roll, and moving forward then it's better. And again, 1-2, slip jab, roll, when he's moving forward, you probably can't see it on the video, but there's an energy that's taking up space, and I feel a bit like, oh, I want to give space. And that's exactly what he wants to do, because he's shorter, he's powerful, he's moving forward, he wants to put pressure on me and make me back up until I hit the cage or the corner, and then he can unleash bombs. So use your body presence to pressure the person, pressure, make them back up. You've got to dominate the space between you. 1-2, slip and jab. Roll. Yeah, nice. So, those are the first 2. There's another 6, but I just want to keep it fairly simple so you can drill those and wreck those. If you want to learn the whole lot, check out my Sectors 2 video. It's got all of the sectors and the subsectors and the counter sectors in. But those are the 2 most common and happen most in boxing. Number 1 is jab cross, slip and cross, roll, cross, slip, cross, lean forward again. Jab cross, slip and cross, roll, cross, slip, cross, Yeah, take away that space from me. As a pad, if I'm training Martin for a fight, I want to feel like this, like he's always on me. He's always taking away my space, and my pad work is more like, if I'm like this, it means I'm kind of like the aggressor, the predator, the one who's dominating the space. I'm controlling it. If I'm like this when he's hitting, that's him. So it's not too comfortable on my back and stuff, but that's often how I feel if I'm holding pads for Martin. I'm like, defensive, this is good body language to have for fighting and good presence and awareness. So, number one, forward. my fault. One, roll, forward, and in, slip cross, roll, in. Yeah! See? Ooh. Number two, slip and jab, roll. Yes! So if you've seen videos of Tyson on the pads with Rooney back in the day, like he's holding the pads like this because he's got Mike Tyson. You're not going to be like, but just like the body presence and the athleticism and the like dynamism. Watch those YouTube videos, you can see what I mean. But also I feel it with Martin, there's a difference between him kind of being laid back and moving backwards. I just go jab cross, slip cross, roll. That doesn't feel like fight pad work. Do it again, kind of relax. We're equals here. Look, we're both stood up tall, we're both equals, we're both forward. Now doing a bit of forward. Yeah, I'm getting beaten up. So that's what you want to encourage in fighters. So that they get that feeling of, no, I'm taking away your space, I'm aggressive, I'm moving forward. So that's the first two counter sectors.